challenge is on. So it's pretty cute. Hi friends, and welcome to part 3 of the Summerween reading vlog. It is currently day 5 of the readathon, and I have completed 4 books. All Hallows, I finished before bed last night, so I didn't get a chance to share about it in part 2 of the vlog series. This was a swing and a miss for me. It started off strong with the Halloween feeling. I'm not sure I understand why it was set in 1984 because this novel reads really contemporary, and there were several points in the story where I had to remind myself that this is taking place in the 80s because the dialogue and the way people were interacting and things just felt very present day. There were so many points of view going on. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy multiple points of view, but there were so many similar characters in this story. At certain points, I'd have to flip back to the beginning of the chapter to remember, wait, whose perspective are we from right now? Every adult in this story is unhappy in their marriage, and one of the partners is cheating. Oh my god, okay, there's so much drama and not enough Halloween. The only book that I have left from my TBR is my graphic novel, Unfamiliar. I tend to save graphic novels for the end of my readathons. I think because I just really look forward to them, so it's giving me something to work towards. But then that also leaves 2 more days of this readathon that I don't have any books to read. The other thing I thought I would do is read the new Riley Sager book. I had it as an add-on for my book of the month this month. I think I'm gonna tackle this baby. Add an extra book to my stack. 6 books in one readathon, that would be really impressive. Can I do it? I don't know. The challenge is on. So I'm trying to give myself a spooky little manicure right now. I want to do the tips black, but I haven't actually done this style manicure since back when I had a blog and I shared how to do this. And I don't have the right kind of sponge for it. I'm gonna hope that this face pad thing works. And I'm gonna sponge on so that it fades from red to black, I think. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see. So basically what I do is I do a swipe of the base color and then a swipe of the tip color on the sponge, and then I sponge it on so that it is a really soft gradient. So I just have 2 little slicks of it. If you can hear the water in the background, we just took a walk to our friend Abe's house so that we could water his plants and feed his cats, but someone was not ready to come inside at the end of our walk. So now we are in the backyard. The sprinkler is going. Hi! And we've got our messy little grub here. We're just doing this for a little while. Day 5 of Summerween right now. I am gonna finish this in probably the next hour, and it's the last book on my TBR. So now I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with myself for the last 2.5 days of Summerween. 5 books just wasn't enough. Who would have thought? Not me. Anyway, so this little section of my bookshelf here is my spookier stuff. And so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna fill my time with. Initially, I thought, I'll just read the next Riley Sager. It just came out. I got it in my book of the month box. This will be great. But then I was watching Elias's mid-year freakout tag video, and he mentioned that this was Riley Sager's last book for a while. He's gonna be taking a hiatus. And that makes me sad. Of the Riley Sager books that I've read, there's only been one that I didn't really care for, Survive the Night. I have yet to read Final Girls, so that's on here. I guess I could read an old Riley Sager. That's an option. I do have from the library, I have We're All the Same in the Dark. It's a thriller. I have that out right now, so I could just listen to that on audiobook. One of the books that I had recommended in my TBR video was Carmilla, so this could be a good option. And I also said The Talisman and was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to read all this, but I'm like, maybe I do need to pick up a big boy, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, am I ready? I feel like this has been built up in my mind a lot. Jess, that's your fault, just so you know. So I'm like afraid to read it and be done with it, you know? What's this? Coffee mug. It's there for decor, but I should really bring it downstairs so that I can actually drink tea out of it. I did say Final Girls could be a potential one. It's got like a real like black and red theme going here, huh? And the black and red theme. The Ruins was another one that I was thinking about. Look at these used books. I am just, well, this actually was a gift from Topher, but these three I got used, so I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. Jurassic Park, this is another one that I haven't read, but that might be kind of fun since I just read Jaws and actually really enjoyed it. So maybe it's time for Jurassic Park. I've always been kind of like put off by it because this is another one that my mom read and was like, it's nothing like the movie. This was like a movie that defined millennials' childhoods. My brother went as Dr. Grant for Halloween when he was 4, so it's pretty cute. I'm trying to be really good and not use this as like, an opportunity to order something online. Just because you finish the books in your stack doesn't mean you need to buy more. You have plenty of books on your shelves that you haven't read yet. Does this seem like a thumbnail moment? Alright guys, it's true. I failed the new Riley Sager books. This is what I'm going to be sitting down and reading today and tomorrow to finish off my Summerween. Because like I say, I want to wait because I really want to like stretch it out and make it last, but it's not going to last. My goal this year was to read only 50 books so that I would slow down and savor things. This will be my 95th book. So that's how that goal's going. On book 95 out of 50. For those of you who are reading this lovely little tale, I'm joining you now with my bonus book. Hello friends, it is getting towards the end of the day on day 6 of Summerween. I had said before that I wasn't going to, but I was going to save it. Turns out I lied. Didn't mean to lie, but I did. But I've just started it. It's thunderstorming outside right now. It's been downpouring for the last like 4 hours. It just feels like such a perfect night to be like snuggled up reading a gothic horror, right? I don't know. I am really like taking my time and I'm not feeling a need to race through it or anything. So if I go slow, I go slow. And if I can't stop, I can't stop. but I'm not forcing myself either way, so. Hello folks, we've made it. Here we are, the final day of Summerween 2023. I'm rocking last year's Summerween merch because I didn't get this year's merch, which is really disappointing because I loved the design. I think I heard Gabby say that it'll be available all summer, so I might still order it even though it's over, whatever. A little recap for you here on all of the things that I've read this Summerween and how it went. First book I finished was Jaws, which was my thriller, and I really enjoyed it. The characters, much more developed and extremely different than the characters you know and love from the film, so know that going in. But overall, I enjoyed myself. My second book was The Hacienda. At the time of finishing it, I was like, wow, that was so good. And now that it's been a few days, I don't remember much about it, quite honestly. But I know that I had a good time while I was doing it. So if you're looking for a thriller that just is a good time and has Rebecca vibes to it, then this is your girl. The next one that I finished was All Hallows, which was just okay, but with a name like All Hallows, I would have wanted a lot more Halloween and a lot less drama. I had like a pretty okay time. Like, I'm not mad that I read it, but it won't be one that I'll be like going back to again and again. The next one, this is a new favorite, The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Khaw. Oh my goodness, this little novella packs a punch. It is so great. Please give it a chance. I'm not usually one for mermaids. It's just like not my mystical genre, but this I loved every second of it. It was so grotesque, so gory, but the story was so clear and concise, and I felt like we had a purpose, and I just had a really great time. And then last but not least, my graphic novel, which was Unfamiliar, which was surprisingly good. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, so I didn't really have a lot of expectations going in, but it is so cute. A little kitchen witch named Planchette, and she meets all these other magical friends, and she's moving into a new house, but the house is haunted, and so they're all kind of like learning about themselves and their powers while they're trying to solve this little haunting problem that Planchette is having. And it was so cute and it was so fun, and I'm really excited for volume 2. I don't know when it comes out, but it said in the back that there would be one, so looking forward to that. What did you read this Summerween? Did you fulfill all of your prompts? Did you have some that you weren't able to finish? Do you have books that are still on your TBR? Drop it in the comments. I would love to hear how your week was. I know mine's been great, and I have loved connecting with all of you guys who have also been partaking over on Instagram and here in the comments. So thank you for being here, and I hope you stick around. If you haven't yet, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.